What's going on, guys? It's News603 for Shustybang, and today, real quick, I just wanted to cover how to cloak and shield, or when you should or should not cloak or use your max shield while playing Crysis 3. So, want to give some tips for you Crysis 3 noobs. I know I'm no expert at this, but I am figuring out this game fast. So, when or how do you use the shield? You can get your shield to work one of two ways. One, you engage it yourself, or you can use the module, or perk, called Auto Armor, and this module will automatically activate your armor after you've been shot. So first, I'm going to go ahead and cover the do's and don'ts of using the cloak. So some of the things that you should do when using cloak is, first off, when sitting on an objective, you should be cloaked. Now, before you all flip your tits, just calm down for a second. I'm not encouraging camping, because to me, camping is someone hiding in a random spot on the map, not playing the objective at all, just being that little bitch we all hate. And this is completely different. You're playing the objective. Your idea, or your object, is to get points. And you do that by sitting on the objective, especially when you're playing Crash Site. So you want to be cloaked so that you get that jump on any enemy that comes in trying to take over the objective site from you. You should always use cloak when you're moving from one spot to another, especially when fleeing from a gunfight. And also you should use it anytime you're approaching any objective. There's no reason why you shouldn't be using it during those cases, because that's where everyone is going to. So you want to approach it as stealthily as possible, and that's what the cloak is there for. Now, the things you shouldn't do. Do not, I repeat, do not fire your gun or throw a grenade while cloaked. Doing so will use all of your cloak energy and leave you completely vulnerable. I don't know why throwing a grenade takes all of your energy away, but it does. So do not throw a grenade when you're cloaked. Simply uncloak really quick, throw your grenade, then re-cloak yourself, and you will not take any penalty to your cloak energy whatsoever. Don't sprint at all if it can be helped while you are cloaked. You can, but I certainly wouldn't do it for an extended period of time. What happens is when you're sprinting while you're cloaked, the sprinting will eat up the cloak energy extremely fast. I think it's about 3 times faster than it would normally be while you're just standing there cloaked. So do not, if it can be helped, sprint while being cloaked. And do not do air stomps. It doesn't eat a ton of energy. It looks to be about maybe 25%, but it does eat away some of your energy when you go and do one of those air attack stomps. And the other big thing is you become uncloaked the moment you land. So there's a second of vulnerability on your part where you're kind of getting out of that ground smashing crouch, like 3-point stance thing, and you're not going to be cloaked right there. So if you miss the guy that you were trying to ground stomp, they're probably going to be able to turn on you and get you easily. So if you're already low on energy, I don't recommend it. If you have full energy, that's not necessarily a bad idea. It's just something to keep in mind to prevent yourself from using up too much energy too quickly. Alright, so that's going to cover up the cloak. Now let's do the do's and don'ts of using max shield. So some of the things you should do. You should always use max shield and engage it beforehand, before you start engaging an enemy. If it's one of those you're engaging without their knowing, whether you're flank them, they jump out in front of you, they just don't see you, it doesn't matter. You want to turn it on first. There's just no point in taking damage first to have it turn on, you know, and relying on your auto armor module. So it's just better to have it on and ready so you can survive as long as possible. If you're going to jump from a high height, that's when you want to use it. Turn it on first. From a quick test I did, I didn't take fall damage from a high jump when I had max armor on, but when I turned it off from that same jump, I did take a lot of damage in some cases. So if you're going to do a really high jump, you're not paying attention, you just take a leap of faith, turn it on first, you won't take any fall damage. And last but not least, until you get the basic mechanics of the game figured out, and kind of figure out your timing, you know, you can easily remember where it is to turn the armor on yourself. I really suggest you use auto armor for one of your modules, just so it kind of helps you out to live a little bit longer. It's kind of like Battlefield 3, where you first start out, you want to play as the medic, so you get the med pack kit, till you kind of figure out the whole pace of the game. Auto armor is your friend right up front, so without a doubt, you want that to be one of your 3 modules. So the things you shouldn't do with the shield, really, there's not much that you can't do. I don't recommend that you run while it's engaged, because you move really slow. You can if you want. It doesn't seem to drain any energy, but I don't recommend it just because you move so slow, and your enemy is going to move really fast. They're going to be able to get up on you very, very fast. So if it can be helped, don't run with it on. There's just no point. You're moving so slow anyways, you might as well be cloaked, but it's not something that you don't absolutely have to not do. That's really it, though. I mean, the shield has a lot of things you should do with it. Really nothing you shouldn't do. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what else you want to see for Crysis 3. I have a lot, and I mean a lot of videos lined up that I'm pumping out like crazy. I'm going to have them all out all this week. There's just so much I want to do with this game, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what else you would like for tips to help you kind of figure out the game as it goes along. Be sure to check out the next video in the annotation at the end of this. It's going to take you back to the Predator Bow tips video that I already made. So if you can check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later.